Hey frugal friends, I got a great video for you today. I'm still like a million weeks pregnant and have a million to go, but just kidding, this boy is coming soon. He and I already had a chat, but I am firmly in nesting phase, which for me means it's time to make a ton of freezer meals. I am not the kind of person who can do one of those sit down for an afternoon and just make 30 meals worth of stuff in one afternoon. I have 2 toddlers running around. I'm lucky if I can like string together 2 complete thoughts in an afternoon. I've spent the last month making double batches of things I was already going to feed my family for dinner. Half of them go and get fed for dinner and half of them go in the freezer for whenever this little guy decides to make his entrance. So come hang out, watch me forget to put the little plastic guard thing on my KitchenAid, and get some meal prep inspiration for postpartum. It's gonna be a good time. Because I gotta make a lot of meatballs, don't I?
Yeah. Why lots of meat?
Because when are we gonna eat all these meatballs?
When the baby comes.
When the baby comes. Do you think I can hold the phone and make meatballs at the same time?
No.
No, because Mama is not on Octopus. Yep. Alright, so it's the end of week 2. It's late, I'm tired, but I really want to make sure that I've gone over what I got done this week and kind of look forward to see what I need to do and what I'm hoping is going to be my last week of freezer meal prep. So tonight I finished making a Korean pot roast, Korean beef roast. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I'm really glad that it finished at night when my kids have already gone to bed, because they devour this and I need to make sure it makes it in the freezer for when baby comes. I finished making some muffins. Like I made a big batch of muffins. Still need to make tons and tons and tons of pancakes. I'm also thinking of making at least the dough for one batch of lactation cookies. I invented a lactation cookie recipe for another mom blogger I can link to that in the description. I did end up finishing my shepherd's pie. I cooked all the meat and the veggies that go with it, but I didn't get to the potatoes. So I have a mother's helper who comes on Mondays tomorrow. So I'm thinking when she's here, I will just make a ton of mashed potatoes, layer that on top in a casserole dish, and then put that immediately in the freezer, and that'll be one more done. And then really the last thing I really want to do is get some burritos made up. So I'll just have to, cook up the rice, thaw the meat that I had frozen last week, so and then construct a bunch of burritos. And then I think I'm going to pause. I was actually rereading. This is my favorite book for postpartum nutrition stuff, The First 40 Days. I can link to that in the description as well below. She talks a lot more about just having easy to make things on hand. Making sure you've got stuff for oatmeal or smoothies or things like that. We do have family nearby. We have friends who love us, and they'll take care of us when we're postpartum. It's not like we're going to starve. So I think on my article, I suggest like 10 to 20 meals is a good starting place because we are not going to starve. I think if I have 7 meals and then a couple snacks in there, plus having a really well-stocked pantry of the PB&J for the kids. 33 weeks today. Baby finally flipped head down. I've been getting tons of heartburn, so we're getting there. So he's coming. So I did it. It's done. I finished all my freezer meals. I started sometime in the beginning of January. Today is January 31st, so I did it all in a month, and I'm very proud of myself. So I just wanted to quickly go over how much I got done, what we're going to be eating once baby comes. All right, so first I got 2 cans, 2 bags of turkey soup. I've got 2 things of, 1 thing of turkey stock, 1 thing of veggie stock, 15 muffins, 15 cookies. I didn't end up going with cookie dough because my daughter wanted to help me make the cookies, and who can say no to a 3-year-old. I've got 7 beef burritos and a little bit of like extra ground beef, which I'll probably turn into like burrito bowls for my kids. I've got 6 burritos of just rice and beans. I've got 50 homemade meatballs. I've got a pound of cooked Korean beef roast, which I'm probably just going to, one day after baby's born, just make a big thing of rice, stir fry a couple veggies out of a bag, and voila, we've got a couple meals worth there. 4 individual containers of shepherd's pie, and then like 15 pancakes, which was like 2 batches. So all in all, we are definitely going to be fed for a month with all of this stuff. We're not going to have to worry about cooking anything once the baby comes. I got more done than I thought I would, especially the burritos. The burritos go really far. And if I hadn't said so already, burritos are my favorite freezer meal when you're postpartum, because I have them individually wrapped, so I can literally just take a single one out, microwave it, eat it. Doesn't matter what time of day it is or if anyone else is going to be eating with me. They're super customizable. They're awesome. And we'll probably also eat those with like chips and guac, sour cream. So that's it. I have to get all this stuff back in the freezer before it all goes bad. So I will see you all next week. Bye, YouTube.